Recording in progress.
When given the opportunity, and Charlotte went small a lot in this game. What went into that decision to stay big?
I didn't think they had much of an advantage playing small against us, and I thought Zoo was really doing a good job of just clogging up the paint, and he was rebounding the basketball. So if their smalls pop, we was going to be able to veer back to him and just force the guards into Zoo, and either block the shot or use his verticality. And I thought he did a good job with that tonight. It really wasn't really a reason. I mean, they got up, I think it was up 9 with like 8 minutes to go, and we ran a play for Luke Kennard. We got the flagrant foul, got 2 free throws, and ran a play for Luke Kennard. And he made the 3 and kind of cut it to 4. So we just kind of stayed with what we had going. And so we just, decided to stay big.
Ty, I think, you see runs over the course of a game, but in a quarter where you allow a 15-4 run and then go 22 straight, have you seen anything like that? And I guess, how were you able to, is there anything in particular you were able to do to go on that 22-0 run? It was our defense. I think our defense really picked up, our physicality, attention to detail was a lot better. I thought our focus in the first half defensively was pretty bad. We made a lot of mistakes, a lot of game plan mistakes, and that could come from some fatigue. But, I thought, in that fourth quarter, I thought we really did a good job of just locking into what we were trying to do, and we was able to do it. So when we got stops, we got out in transition, where we have to be a whole hell of a lot better in transition of converting, because we're getting opportunities, we're not capitalizing. And, that's kind of setting us back a little bit offensively, because we're getting stops, and then we had a 3-on-1, we didn't convert. And then they come down the other way and Zoo gets a flagrant foul, gets his 4th foul, and that was big. So, we just got to start taking advantage of those, converting those plays when we have the advantage.
Ty, you came in here and you looked at the score sheet, you were shaking your head.
20 turnovers to 30
I was about
points.
to reference the 20 turnovers. But then you guys just stopped turning the ball over. Did you feel like they were just absolutely, at that point of the game, decided not to be as kind of careless with their passes at that point?
Well, they do a lot of different things defensively. Sometimes they blitz and pull the single side guy in. Sometimes they pull in the double side guy. So when we're showing film before the game, we're kind of just trying to show them where they're coming from. And, sometimes we made the pass blindly thinking that they was going to be in a different spot, and they weren't. So, it happens, but just the careless turnovers, we got to do a better job with, like the baseline out of bounds, sideline out of bounds. Like, we can't have those turnovers. And then 3-on-1s, 2-on-1s, we got to make sure we convert. So we got to be better with that.
What makes Terrence and him so good together?
You got to ask them. Well, no, just, 2 high energy guys. I think, like I said, they feed off one another. Teammate can rebound the basketball and look for Luke in transition. I don't know. They play well together, so they got a good thing going.
So just piggybacking off of that, going back to when Kawhi was hurt, get Game 5 in Utah, like this team just is so good at coming back from these double-digit deficits. How much do you balance what you've got coming off the bench with trying to extend your patience with that first unit gelling?
I like our starting unit as well. I think, like I said, we do play with the pace we need to play with. We're good defensively. Just sometimes we have those lapses, and those are things we gotta cut down. Just having those lapses, 4 or 5 minutes, and you look up, it could be a 15-4 run or 15-2 run, and now you got to dig yourself out of the hole. So we got to do a better job with that. But the way we're set up right now, and the way we're playing with our rotations the last 4 games, I like what we're doing.
Ty, it's not like he expected Serge to come in and play 30 minutes and block 8 shots, but he said he felt like it was a rough go, but also really good to be out there. What do you think of just his season debut?
Just happy to have him back. It was to be expected. He hasn't played in a long time, so for him to work his way back and, finally get on the floor where he feels comfortable, no pain, that's the most important thing, because we know he's going to get his rhythm back as far as defensively and making shots and things like that. But when you come back from an injury like that and you've been out for a while, the game does seem fast. So, but it's just good to see him back on the floor.
And obviously, while he's getting his win back, your rotations are going to be, here and there. When he is full strength, do you think you can play him and Isaiah together? Or is that not something you want to do?
I don't know, but I hope not.
You're not going to, no? Why not? Why not? Why do you want to
I don't
experiment?
know. We can do anything. I mean, nowadays you can try anything. I guess Cleveland starts 3 centers, so you can pretty much do whatever you
Play all
want.
3 of them.
Yeah, but we got to learn the plays. So I mean, Serge has to learn the plays at the 4 and the 5. So it could take a little time.
On Zoo, obviously the last couple of games he's played real strong. What's he doing better, and what do you sort of see from him, and just sort of like his mindset?
Just owning his space. I think, being a big, like owning his space when he ducks in, a big target around the rim, just going up, finishing it, going up with power. Like tonight, he had 8 free throws. So just being big and having a presence on the defensive end, which he's done the last few games. Just his verticality, being able to block shots, being able to alter shots a lot. So, like I say, he's getting in better shape now, which was key. And he's been playing good for us. So that's the reason why we're on a 4-game win streak, because, Zoo's been playing a lot better for us.
Joey, you can go.
Hey, Coach. You decided to close the game with Terrence and Luke alongside PG. That trio has had a lot of success together so far this season and was obviously great again tonight. What do you think it is that works specifically well with that group?
Like I said, I think Luke and T-Man's energy is infectious. And I think when you have a guy like Luke on the floor that's moving around and playing without the basketball, it gives PG and Reggie and those guys another outlet because, if guys don't stay at home, he is a great shooter. So T-Man being able to rebound the basketball, push it in transition. And then when he's attacking, now guys are open on the perimeter like Reggie and PG, which he made the play for as well. So they have a good connection. Like I said, those guys play together, last year a lot as well.
I don't want to use the term like in his head, but it looks like Eric is going through a bit of what Luke was going through last year of being a bit too unselfish. How do you get him sort of out of that mode? I know like you had that layup and I think he was looking to pass.
Yeah.
How do you get him out of that and get him more aggressive?
I mean, just be who he is, basically just what got you to this point. And like I said, we got a lot of comments in Blair. It's just more than scoring the basketball. His defense, the way he pushes the ball and pushes the pace. And like I said, offensively, it'll come around. It's a new system for him. He hasn't played in this system before. So, trying to get PG and Reggie shots. And so it's just, he's just trying to find his way. But everything else he's bringing right now has been great for us.
Ty, you took 48, or your team took 48 threes a night. 41 of them came from only 4 players. Is that the kind of distribution you want, though? Because, 4 guys finish with at least 9 attempts. They make them at a good rate.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. Is that the kind of shot distribution that you want from those guys, though? Like,
if you're open, I think you should shoot the basketball, especially if you're a shooter. We don't want Big Zeus stepping back shooting the 3. But, like I said, our guys, if we're playing the right way, we're sharing the basketball. We're getting downhill, getting into the paint, and making the right play for our teammates, then you're supposed to take your open shots. But like I said, our guys are starting to find their rhythm now, our shooters, and we're going to need that going forward. Yeah, thank you.
Recording.